Hi and hello everybody. Today we are going to see a detective and thrilling story, Silent. Two girls are on a trip to Egypt, namely Kate and Maddie. So when they were going, Kate, one of the characters, Kate puts her bag down on the ground to pose for a photograph. At that time, her bag is stolen by a man in a black suit. He has taken her bag and he left his bag, the brown color bag. Inside the bag, Kate and Maddie found a golden statue. But in the photograph, they spot the man picking up Kate's bag. So what happened? Whether they caught the man, or the man was arrested, what was the statue? So we are going to see in the story.
It was morning 6 o'clock. The sun was coming up. So we were on the train to Aswan to Cairo. Was soon behind us. As we crossed the countryside, I looked at the beautiful scenery, the several small houses and small animals, the beautiful trees and the gardens. My friend Kate was looking at the photograph of the man in the black suit. I have his bag, or he has my bag. Why did you take your bag and leave his bag behind? I don't know. I need to get some information about the golden statues in the bag. Mr. Johnson has your book on Egyptian history. Why don't you check if it has any information on the statue? I suggested because Mr. Johnson was our history teacher who had organized this trip to Egypt. Yeah, great idea, Maddie. Thank you. I'm going to ask Mr. Johnson for his book. I'll find out about the hieroglyphs and the statue. I'll be back soon. As she said, she got up and went out. I looked at the people on the train. There was a man in front of me was reading a newspaper. I looked at the words on the front page. What to do? I do not know Arabic. I couldn't read them since it was in Arabic. Then I saw a photograph. It was, the picture of the golden statue, which is in Kate's bag. Hello, sir. Sorry for the disturbance. Do you speak English?
Yeah, of course, I do.
Sir, if you don't mind, would you tell me what does the story say, please? He understood my interest and curiosity. He read from the newspaper as
Gold statue missing. A gold statue of Queen Nefertari is missing. Police are looking for a man in a black suit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Do you know about the Queen Nefertari?
I don't know about her, sir. Would you tell me?
One of the greatest queens of Egypt, Nefertari, is also known as Nefertari Merrimat, was an Egyptian queen and the first of the great royal wives of Ramesses II. Nefertari means beautiful companion and Merrimat means beloved of Mud. She is one of the best known Egyptian queens among such women as Cleopatra, Nefertiti, and Hatshepsut. She was highly educated and able to both read and write hieroglyphs, a very rare skill at the time. She used these skills in her diplomatic work, corresponding with prominent royals of the time. Her lavishly decorated tomb is one of the largest and most spectacular in the Valley of the Queens. Ramesses also constructed a temple for her at Abu Simbel, next to his colossal monument there. Tomb wall depicting Queen Nefertari, the great royal wife of Pharaoh Ramesses II. Queen Nefertari was the first wife of great royal wives of Pharaoh Ramesses II. The temples of Abu Simbel are two large rock temples in Nubia, southern Egypt. These temples were carved out of the mountainside during the reign of Pharaoh Ramesses II. In the 13th century BCE, he built these temples so that people would remember him and Queen Nefertari, as well as to celebrate his victory in the Battle of Kadesh.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. He smiled at me and went back to reading his newspaper. Soon, Kate also returned, and I noticed her face was red. She sat down beside me. Maddie, it's the statue of Queen Nefertari. Mr. Johnson's book had a good photograph of the statue in it. The train reached Aswan at 6 o'clock that evening. Poor Kate, feeling guilty, was asleep. It had been a long journey from Cairo to Aswan. When I opened the window, the hot air rushed in. Kate, we are here. We are in Aswan. Kate gently opened her eyes and looked out.
Grab your bags and come with me. The hotel is nearby. We'll walk,
said Mr. Johnson. We noticed several people in the streets were walking up and down and buying from the small shops and bigger malls of the streets of Aswan.
If you people wish, can buy clothes and jewelry in these shops,
said Mr. Johnson. We walked certain distances. We smelled the coffee and spices. Kate said, "Can we please stop to look at the shops?" Mr. Johnson looked at us, smiled and agreed. I noticed a beautiful necklace in the shop. Kate and I had entered. Kate was looking at a pretty box. Suddenly, I noticed a man wearing a black suit walk out of the shop. Could it be him? Kate! Where is the bag? Where is the statue? It's here, she said and looked at the ground. The bag was gone. Oh no! Oh my God! She said, turning as white as a ghost.
The next day, they visit the temples of Abu Simbel, where they spot the man in the black suit again. Later, Maddie follows the man into the temple of Queen Nefertari. Suddenly, he attacks her with a knife. She manages to escape, and soon after this, Mr. Johnson and Kate find her, and the police arrest the man.
Thank you all, those who watched fully. A very interesting detective mixed with Egyptian historical story. Stay with us, we will meet again with the beautiful some other topics. Thank you all.